All right, let's just jump right in. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how work gets done, and it's going to hit you directly in your next performance review. That's right, your boss is about to start grading you on how you use AI. So let's break down exactly what you need to do to get ready.
And look, this isn't some far-off futuristic prediction. This is happening right now. The big question isn't if this is coming to your company, it's when. And for a lot of people, that when was a few weeks ago, all thanks to one bombshell email from a major tech company.
So get this is the email. It's from the new CEO of Opendoor, and we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company here. He didn't just, encourage his employees to use AI. Nope, he made it an official core part of their performance reviews. And just like that, he basically set the new standard for every single person in the knowledge work job.
So here's the real kicker. Your manager is no longer just asking, hey, are you using AI? That question is already outdated. Now they're asking these two much more pointed questions. First, is AI your default, your go-to tool? And second, how sophisticated are you with it? How good are you really? This changes the entire game.
What we're really seeing is a major shift in what counts as a basic, fundamental skill. Think about it this way. 20 years ago, if you couldn't use email effectively, you were pretty much toast at work, right? Well, that is what AI proficiency is becoming today. It is the new baseline, and if you're not defaulting to AI for your tasks, you're already being lapped by your coworkers. This brings us to this new concept, this idea of the AI native. And this isn't just about playing around with the tool here and there. This is a complete redefinition of what productivity even looks like, and it comes with an absolutely massive competitive edge.
Let's actually put some numbers on that. Imagine your boss asks you to do a deep dive analysis of a competitor. The old way? You're manually digging for data, writing it all up. That's going to take you, 3 to 5 days. The AI native way? You deploy an AI agent, and it generates a real-time dashboard of insights in about 30 minutes. We're talking days versus minutes. The difference is just staggering.
And I really want to be clear here. We are not talking about a little 10 or 20% boost in productivity. The gap between a traditional worker and a true AI native is a 5 to 10 times multiplier. 5 to 10x. When your colleague is delivering 10 times the output, your only strategy can't be to just work harder. It's not even the same sport anymore.
Okay, so knowing the stakes are that high can be a little intimidating. But the real question is, what do you actually need to learn to get there? Well, let's get into the skills. You can think of this as your new curriculum for professional development in the age of AI.
So these 6 skills are pretty much what will separate the winners from everyone else going forward. You've got AI prototyping, which lets you build working delos in hours instead of weeks. Vibe coding, which is basically explaining the vibe of what you want to an AI, and it helps you write the code. Then there's AI copilot integration, which is all about weaving AI into absolutely everything you do. You've also got AI agents for automating complex tasks, getting past basic prompting with ChatGPT, and using models like Claude for heavy-duty strategic thinking. Mastering these is, frankly, non-negotiable.
So if those are the skills, how is your boss actually going to measure them? Because it's not enough anymore to just say, yeah, I use AI. Companies are putting together a very specific scorecard to evaluate exactly how well you're doing it.
The first metric on the scorecard is adoption. This is the baseline. They're going to look at what percentage of your tasks you complete with AI. How many different AI tools are you actually using? And crucially, can you prove how much time you're saving with automation? It's all about making AI your first move, not your last resort. Next up is sophistication. This is where you really show off your skills. Are you just asking basic one-line questions? Or are you designing elegant prompts and complex workflows? Are you stringing multiple AI tools together to create something brand new? Or even better, are you building custom AI solutions for your team? This is all about depth, not just checking a box.
And finally, the metric that your company cares about the most, impact. All the sophisticated tools in the world don't mean a thing if they don't produce results. They'll be looking for measurable improvements in your productivity, tangible upgrades in the quality of your work, and new innovations that were literally impossible before you started using AI.
Okay, I know that can sound like a lot to take in, but don't worry. There's a really clear, actionable plan you can follow to get from where you are today to being a fully empowered AI native, and you can do it in just about a month. Let's break it down.
Here is your roadmap.
Week 1 is all about the foundation. Swap out Google for Perplexity. Use Claude for summaries. You're looking for easy wins. Week 2 is integration. Build your very first simple AI agent for one of your boring recurring tasks. Week 3, you level up to advanced applications, like creating AI-powered dashboards or building presentations. And in Week 4, you optimize. You measure your gains, you refine your tools, and you show your leadership exactly what you've accomplished. It's a totally manageable process.
So, when you boil this whole thing down, the bottom line is captured perfectly right here. The choice is binary. That means it's one or the other. You either become an AI native now, or you risk becoming obsolete later. There really is no middle ground. There's no wait-and-see option on this one.
And while that sounds intense, I want you to flip it around and see it as a massive opportunity. The people who are jumping on this right now are the ones getting those huge 5 to 10x productivity gains. But that advantage won't last forever. As AI literacy just becomes the new standard, that competitive window starts to close. The time to act is now.
Which brings us right back to the beginning. Your next performance review is already on the calendar. The standards for what good looks like have fundamentally changed. So the only question left to ask is, will you be ready?